I recently heard Lana Del Rey told someone that she's not in love and she is. It sounded like she was available, and I think that everyone needs to understand that Lana Del Rey is with me, and you have no chance in competing against me. Lana Del Rey fully understands how attractive I am, and so do a lot of women.
This makes me happy. I just like it. Thanks.
It's me.
I'm usually always thinking about the same goddamn person, so I'll love him forever. But, it's all good.
Lana Del Rey and I have been in a relationship for a very long time, ever since I was in a relationship with Taylor Swift over the internet. And I used to always seduce her because Taylor Swift was my girlfriend from kindergarten and we used to hold hands and it was a love story. And I didn't know how to say yes because I was in love with a girl that I thought was Lizzie Grant. And so I didn't know how to say yes. And Taylor Swift got mad at me a lot because, like, I think that she is a very attractive woman, but she's not attractive enough for someone like me. I remember during the Grammys, Taylor had already come out with a newer album than the album with All Too Well, but she sang it, I think it was at the Grammys, and it was because it was about me, and she needed to apologize to me for cheating on me in high school because I bought her flowers, and I bought her roses, and I showed up, and she was with another guy. But Taylor Swift was a good girlfriend because she used to give me blowjobs a lot, like 10 times in a day, and you'd be like, whoa, I can't believe she's blowing me again. I mentioned that because someone else might be able to be like, you know, Taylor Swift, you don't look like you dated her. You look hotter than her. Why would you date Taylor Swift? Exhibit 1. After I found out about Taylor Swift, I was an environmentalist, so I criticized her for flying her plane too much. And look what you made me do. I cut the wings off my plane. Exhibit number 2, which it relates to the song I Can Fly, which is the first song on the album that Lizzie just released, California Memories or whatever, where she's like, I always sing songs about the same damn person. Well, after she came out with that album, or she came out with that song, it was on like a music soundtrack for like some like movie or something. Like I think it was for Big Eyes, the Tim Burton film. She came out with I Can Fly, and I was like, and I had been told in my head that Taylor Swift was suing me for like talking about her but like I knew for a fact that I knew her. She's the only person I knew that I knew, and I was like, I would never sue Lana Del Rey for like taking the concept for my song "I Can Fly" from like because it wasn't my song "I Can Fly." She's got a way that she moves when she dances because like I can't help but be in love, straight out of my mind. And every time I close my eyes, there you are. And I can't escape from this cage. I fly to the ceiling, but in a rage. I can't break through the walls, no, they're too big. And I can't break through the bars, no, they're too thick. And I just want to get into your home and find a way to escape from this world. Because she's got a way that she moves when she dances. And like, I haven't actually recorded that properly, but it was on my very old Glass Roads album. And I was like, I would never sue Lizzie for taking the concept from that song and putting it into I Can Fly. Like, that would ruin art if I sued her. Like, why would you sue me? Like, even if I don't know you, like, but I did know her. And plus, she's a zombie, clearly. And look what you made me do. She shows it. She proved it. She's a zombie. Taylor Momsen is my stepsister who I'm in love with. She was so attracted to me that I had to be with her because what happened is she liked me and I didn't know she was there, but well, I knew she was there. I knew she was my stepsister. But then I was watching lots of porn and I was like, oh, I can be with my stepsister. That's what all the porn people think I should do. So I was like, I'll be with my stepsister. So now I'm going to marry Taylor Momsen also. And she has a song called Zombie, and Taylor Swift says she's a zombie also. You really should hear that song, Zombie. So I was Dracula in the school play, and Taylor Swift decided to have a guy with a cape in blank space, and I'm a bad guy. I have a song Bad Guy, Crystal Street's Bad Guy on SoundCloud. And I'm about to take over the world is what the song says. And I was Dracula in high school. Dracula Don't know how I still have this. But after that music video, Taylor Swift like rubbed it in my face that she made out with Scott Eastwood because I didn't want to be with her, and I had told her to cut the wings off her plane. I told her I didn't like her. I didn't like that she had endorsed Diet Coke. And I was like, you shouldn't have endorsed Diet Coke. And I was like, I don't think it's good for you, and you make everyone think that Diet Coke's good because you're so skinny. And then I told her she had a skinny ass. And then Diplo said, someone buy Taylor Swift an ass. She doesn't have a very big ass. And then Lord went, fuck you, Diplo. And then I was like, I can get all the famous people in a fight over Taylor Swift's ass? I have no followers. Like, I have like 3 followers. I was on Twitter back then. I was like, how do you know who I am? But then like but like I was a musician and I was in Nashville at the time, like when Taylor came out with Blank Space, and like I met like a couple people who knew about Vinox 7. This was before Crystal Streets, and like I was like, I'm famous, but I have like no views. So Taylor did a cover of The Last Time by Gary Lightbody, and I don't think it worked very well because I was like, no, thank you, probably. Like, I think that's okay. Like, what worked really well was her coming out with that album with Getaway Car, and Getaway Car was the only song that wasn't played on her live DVD from the album. So back in the day when like I didn't want to be with Taylor and she wanted to be with me, and then I pissed her off, and then she leaves me, and then she comes back to me, and then like I come back to her, and then I'm like, okay, like I'll be with you by yourself, but like only one other person. Like we'll just marry Lizzie. Like just you and Lizzie, Taylor Swift and Lizzie Grant can marry me, and then like I'll be with Taylor. But I told Taylor I didn't want to be with her by herself because I didn't think we'd work out by ourselves. But Taylor didn't like that because, well, and initially it was Lizzie that I loved, but I was with Katy Perry, and because Katy Perry likes me a lot too. Orlando Bloom, like, yeah, he's a little bit more like fit. Like he doesn't like as far as like body fat percentage, I beat him by like probably 20%. But like my understanding is that body fat is like actually more attractive if you're someone that likes body fat. So when I read Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass and I'm finally reading it, is that because like I didn't believe in Lizzie at some point because like I stopped believing in her? I think that like I didn't believe in anything because I didn't want to believe in anything because it was like such a scary situation where like I know that the one person I can believe in is Lizzie, like, but I also like don't want to believe in anyone at that point, or I didn't want to believe in anyone because I was like so afraid for my life to be real. I was like, I think I want to be crazy. This life is getting too scary. I might have to wear a cervical collar someday because the police get so mad at me. I love Lizzie. That album Butterfly 2, like the other album she came out with, Back to the Basics. That song is good. That album's good.